Welcome to the Maestro Sersea Podcast, where English learners worldwide learn and increase fluency in American English. Hi, I'm Maestro Sersea, and I'm happy to share this podcast with you. I've been teaching English to English learners in Southern California, United States of America, for over 30 years. I have published over 1,000 YouTube educational videos, as well as a variety of educational books for English learners on Amazon. I am the founder of California International Online School, a private online school for American English learners, as well as eLearning USA, offering Zoom webinars, conversation practice, online courses, and numerous online English learning resources. With your investment of time, positivity, hard work, and determination, you too can become more fluent in American English. This podcast will help you improve your American English comprehension and communication skills. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the 27th episode of the Learn American English with Maestro Sersea Podcast. Today, we're going to focus on the role of listening skills in English language learning, as well as the concluding chapter of the eBook. Listening skills are very important when learning the English language. They help us understand spoken English. This is useful in many situations, like talking to friends, listening to teachers, or watching movies. When we listen well, we can hear how words are pronounced and how sentences are put together. This helps us learn the right way to speak English. To improve our listening skills, we can practice by listening to English songs, watching English TV shows or movies, and trying to understand what is being said without looking at subtitles. It's also helpful to listen to English stories or podcasts. The more we listen, the better our understanding becomes. This makes it easier for us to speak and understand English in real conversations. Good listening skills also help us in exams that test our ability in English. For example, many exams have a listening part where we need to understand spoken instructions or answers. By improving our listening skills, we can do better on those tests. So practicing listening is not just about everyday communication, it's also key for academic success in learning the English language. In this episode, you will listen to Chapter 7 and Chapter 8, the concluding chapter of How to Improve English Listening, an English Learner's Guide, an ebook with audio, translation, and artificial intelligence chatbot tutorial support, available for free on my website at www.sersea.com. That's www.sersea.com. SERSEA.com. Thank you.
Chapter 7: The Role of Listening Skills in English Language Learning. How listening enhances speaking skills. Introduction. In this subchapter, I want to emphasize the crucial role that listening plays in enhancing speaking skills. Effective communication is a fundamental aspect of daily life, and speaking skills are essential for engaging in conversations, expressing thoughts and ideas, and connecting with others. By developing strong listening skills, English learners can significantly improve their ability to speak confidently and fluently. Importance of listening. Listening plays a significant role in language learning as it forms the foundation for effective communication. By actively listening to native speakers, learners can develop an understanding of proper pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. Moreover, listening helps learners to comprehend spoken language, expand their vocabulary, and enhance overall language proficiency. It is through active listening that learners can gain a deeper understanding of the language and its cultural nuances. Listening and pronunciation. The relationship between listening and pronunciation is undeniable. By exposing oneself to spoken language through listening, learners can mimic the sounds and rhythms of native speakers, ultimately improving their pronunciation skills. Through careful listening and repetition, learners can train their ears to recognize and reproduce the correct sounds and accents, thus enhancing their ability to speak clearly and accurately. Listening and intonation. Understanding and using proper intonation is crucial for effective communication in any language. Listening plays a vital role in developing this skill as learners can observe and imitate the intonation patterns of native speakers. By actively listening to how native speakers emphasize certain words or phrases, learners can adopt the correct intonation patterns, conveying meaning and emotions more accurately in their own speech. Through consistent exposure to native speakers, learners can refine their intonation skills and enhance their overall speaking ability. Listening and fluency. Fluency in speaking is closely tied to one's listening abilities. Extensive listening practice allows learners to become more familiar with the natural rhythm and flow of the language. By immersing oneself in authentic spoken language through listening, learners can develop a sense of fluency that enables them to express their thoughts and ideas more effortlessly. Active listening helps learners internalize the language, enabling them to respond quickly and fluidly in conversations. Strategies for developing listening skills. To improve listening skills, it is essential to adopt effective strategies and techniques. Active listening, which involves focusing on the speaker and making an effort to understand the message, is crucial. Additionally, providing opportunities for practice, such as participating in discussions, engaging in conversation exchanges, or listening to audio materials, can greatly enhance listening skills. By actively engaging with the language and seeking out opportunities for practice, learners can develop their listening skills and improve their overall speaking ability. Activities to enhance listening and speaking skills. Engaging in activities that simultaneously enhance listening and speaking skills can be highly beneficial. Role plays, dialogues, and listening exercises are effective ways to practice both skills. These activities provide learners with opportunities to actively engage with the language, improve comprehension, and practice expressing themselves orally. By incorporating these activities into their learning routine, learners can develop a well-rounded set of listening and speaking skills. Using authentic materials for listening practice. Authentic materials, such as podcasts, movies, and songs, offer a wealth of opportunities for improving listening skills. These materials expose learners to real-life language, helping them to understand different accents, vocabulary usage, and cultural references. By regularly incorporating authentic materials into their listening practice, learners can enhance their ability to understand and communicate with native speakers more effectively. Benefits of practicing listening for speaking skills. Practicing listening skills has numerous benefits for enhancing speaking skills. Improved comprehension allows learners to better understand conversations and respond appropriately. Additionally, exposure to a wide range of vocabulary through listening helps learners expand their own word bank and use language more effectively. Overall, practicing listening for speaking skills leads to enhanced language proficiency and the ability to communicate confidently and fluently. Conclusion. In conclusion, developing strong listening skills is crucial for enhancing speaking skills. By actively listening and engaging with the language, learners can improve their pronunciation, intonation, fluency, and overall language proficiency. Incorporating strategies, activities, and authentic materials into one's learning routine can greatly enhance listening skills and, consequently, speaking skills. Therefore, it is essential for English learners to prioritize and invest time in developing their listening abilities, as it is a cornerstone of effective communication. Listening's influence on reading and writing skills. Introduction to the connection between listening and reading/writing skills. Effective listening is a fundamental aspect of language development and plays a crucial role in improving reading and writing abilities. In this subchapter, we will delve into the significance of effective listening in relation to vocabulary acquisition and comprehension. By understanding the link between listening and reading/writing skills, English learners can unlock their full potential in these areas. Paragraph 1. Understanding the link between listening and reading/writing skills. Listening skills serve as the foundation for language development. As language learners, our ability to listen attentively and comprehend spoken language greatly influences our ability to read and write effectively. When we actively engage in listening activities, we develop our auditory processing skills, which in turn enhance our reading and writing abilities. By honing our listening skills, we can improve our overall language proficiency and better understand the nuances of the English language. Paragraph 2. The role of vocabulary acquisition in reading and writing. Effective listening not only enhances our vocabulary acquisition but also has a direct impact on our reading comprehension and writing proficiency. When we actively listen to spoken language, we expose ourselves to a variety of words and phrases in context. This exposure helps us understand the meaning of unfamiliar words and strengthens our ability to use them accurately in both reading and writing. Additionally, a wide vocabulary allows us to comprehend complex texts and express our ideas more precisely and eloquently in writing. Paragraph 3. Strategies for developing vocabulary through listening. To expand our vocabulary through listening, we can employ various strategies. One effective strategy is exposing ourselves to diverse forms of spoken language, such as podcasts, audiobooks, and TED Talks. These resources expose us to different accents, speech patterns, and vocabulary, thereby broadening our understanding of the English language. Furthermore, actively engaging with spoken language, by taking notes or discussing what we hear, can help reinforce our vocabulary acquisition and improve our overall listening skills. Paragraph 4. Using listening to improve reading comprehension. Listening skills can also be utilized to enhance our reading comprehension. By actively listening to audio versions of texts, while following along with the written words, we engage multiple senses and reinforce our understanding of the material. Active listening encourages us to pay closer attention to the details, tone, and nuances of the text, leading to improved reading comprehension. Additionally, when we actively listen while reading, we develop a deeper connection with the material and can better analyze and interpret the author's message. Paragraph 5. Strategies for active listening during reading. To actively listen while reading, we can employ various techniques. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps us create mental images of the text, making it easier to comprehend and remember. Summarizing what we have read in our own words helps solidify our understanding and allows us to check our comprehension. Questioning the text and reflecting on its content helps us engage with the material on a deeper level, fostering critical thinking and enhancing our reading experience. Paragraph 6. Enhancing writing skills through effective listening. Listening skills play a significant role in improving our writing abilities. When we actively listen to spoken language, we expose ourselves to different sentence structures, vocabulary choices, and language patterns. This exposure helps us develop a natural ear for the language, enabling us to write more fluently and confidently. Additionally, effective listening assists in developing ideas, organizing thoughts, and using appropriate language conventions, all essential elements of successful writing. Paragraph 7. Strategies for using listening to improve writing. To utilize listening skills to enhance our writing, we can employ various strategies. Note-taking while listening to speeches or lectures allows us to capture important ideas and key points, which can be used as inspiration for our writing. Analyzing speeches or lectures helps us understand the effective use of rhetoric and persuasive techniques, which we can incorporate into our own writing. Conducting interviews and listening to the responses attentively provide us with valuable insights and diverse perspectives that can enrich our writing. Paragraph 8. The connection between listening and critical thinking. Effective listening is closely intertwined with critical thinking skills. By actively listening and critically analyzing the information we hear, we develop the ability to evaluate and interpret different perspectives. This critical thinking skill set translates directly into enhanced reading and writing abilities. Active listening helps us analyze and evaluate information, question assumptions, and develop a more nuanced understanding of complex topics. Paragraph 9. Addressing challenges in listening's influence on reading/writing skills. While utilizing listening to enhance reading and writing skills offers numerous benefits, it also presents challenges. Common challenges include difficulties in understanding accents or fast-paced speech, as well as the tendency to rely solely on written materials. To overcome these challenges, it is essential to expose ourselves to a variety of listening materials, gradually increasing the difficulty level. Additionally, incorporating regular listening practice into our daily routine and seeking assistance from teachers or language partners can help us overcome these challenges and maximize the benefits of effective listening. Paragraph 10. Practical tips for implementing listening strategies in reading and writing. To incorporate listening strategies into our daily reading and writing activities, consistency and persistence are key. By making a conscious effort to listen to spoken language regularly, we can gradually improve our listening skills and subsequently enhance our reading and writing abilities. Practical tips include setting aside dedicated time for listening practice, using technology to access a wide range of listening materials, and actively engaging with the content by taking notes and reflecting on what we have heard. Remember, practice makes perfect, and with consistent effort, we can become proficient listeners and achieve remarkable progress in our reading and writing skills. Integrated approach to language learning. I've always believed that language learning is a holistic process that involves not just one skill, but multiple skills working together. This is what an integrated approach to language learning means: the integration of various language skills to enhance overall proficiency. In this subchapter, I will be focusing on the importance of integrating listening practice with other language skills and providing you with an overview of the content and objectives. When it comes to language acquisition, listening skills play a crucial role. It's not just about understanding what someone is saying, but also about being able to comprehend and communicate effectively. By engaging in regular listening practice, you can improve your comprehension abilities and enhance your overall communication skills. But the benefits of listening practice go beyond that. Integrating listening with other language skills, such as speaking, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary development, can further enrich your language learning journey. Let's start by exploring how listening practice can improve your speaking skills. When you actively listen to native speakers or audio materials, you expose yourself to different accents, intonations, and speech patterns. This exposure helps you develop a better understanding of the language and improve your pronunciation and fluency. By engaging in activities and strategies that combine listening and speaking, such as role-playing dialogues or participating in conversations, you can further enhance your speaking abilities. Real-life situations also demonstrate the importance of integrated listening and speaking. Whether it's a business meeting, a social gathering, or a casual conversation, being able to listen attentively and respond appropriately is crucial for effective communication. Moving on to the integration of listening practice with reading skills, it's important to note that listening can actually enhance your reading abilities. By listening to audio materials while reading along, you can improve your reading speed, comprehension, and overall reading skills. Engaging in activities and techniques that combine listening and reading, such as listening to audiobooks while following the text, can also help you expand your vocabulary and improve your reading comprehension. This integration allows you to reinforce your language skills and make connections between listening and reading. Similarly, listening practice can also have a positive impact on your writing skills. By actively listening to various forms of content, you expose yourself to different writing styles, vocabulary, and sentence structures. This exposure can inspire ideas and improve your grammar and sentence structure when it comes to writing. Engaging in activities and approaches that combine listening and writing, such as summarizing audio materials or transcribing speeches, can further enhance your writing abilities. By integrating listening and writing, you can develop a more well-rounded set of language skills. In addition to grammar and vocabulary development, listening practice can also support your overall language proficiency. By actively listening to authentic materials, such as podcasts, interviews, or movies, you expose yourself to real-life language usage, cultural references, and idiomatic expressions. This exposure can reinforce language rules, expand your vocabulary knowledge, and help you become more fluent in the language. When selecting and incorporating authentic materials into your language learning activities, it's important to consider your personal interests and goals. Cultural perspectives also play a significant role in language learning. By integrating cultural perspectives into your language learning journey, you can foster intercultural understanding and develop a deeper appreciation for different cultures. Engaging in activities and utilizing resources that promote cultural perspectives, such as watching foreign films or participating in language exchange programs, can help you gain a more holistic understanding of the language and its cultural context. Assessing integrated language learning is essential to monitor your progress and identify areas for improvement. There are various assessment methods and tools available, such as listening tests, speaking assessments, and writing evaluations. By using these assessment criteria, you can evaluate your listening practice and integrated language skills, ensuring a comprehensive and well-rounded development. In conclusion, embracing an integrated approach to language learning is crucial for comprehensive development. By integrating listening practice with other language skills, such as speaking, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary development, you can enhance your overall language proficiency. Incorporating authentic materials and cultural perspectives further enriches your language learning journey. So, whether you're an educator or a learner, I encourage you to embrace and implement integrated language learning approaches for a more holistic language acquisition experience. Chapter 8, Conclusion. Reflecting on the learning journey. In this subchapter, I want to encourage you, the reader, to take a moment to reflect on your learning journey and the progress you have made in improving your English listening skills. Self-reflection and self-assessment are integral parts of the learning process, and I believe that by taking the time to reflect on your journey, you can gain valuable insights and motivation to continue improving. So, what exactly is a learning journey? It refers to the process of acquiring knowledge and skills over time. Learning is not a one-time event, but rather a continuous and ongoing process. It is important to recognize that progress is not always linear, there will be ups and downs, and that's perfectly normal. Identifying milestones along your learning journey is crucial. These milestones can be small achievements or significant breakthroughs that mark your progress and provide a sense of accomplishment. Take a moment to reflect on your own milestones and recognize the progress you have made. Celebrate those milestones, no matter how small they may seem. Challenges and obstacles are inevitable in any learning journey. They are natural parts of the process and can actually provide valuable learning opportunities. I encourage you to reflect on the challenges you have faced and overcome during your journey. How have these challenges contributed to your growth? By reflecting on your obstacles, you can gain a deeper understanding of your strengths and areas for improvement. Personal growth is an important aspect of any learning journey. Take a moment to think about how your English listening skills have improved. Has your comprehension increased? Have you expanded your vocabulary? Have you noticed improvements in your pronunciation? Recognizing and celebrating your personal growth is essential to maintaining motivation and perseverance. Assessing your progress is crucial in the learning journey. It allows you to measure your current skills and knowledge against your desired goals. Take the time to assess your progress in improving your English listening skills. Identify areas where you have made significant progress and areas where you can still improve. This assessment will guide you in setting new goals for yourself. Identifying your areas of strength is equally important. Reflect on what you excel at in English listening. What strategies have been successful for you? By building on your strengths, you can further enhance your English listening skills and continue to progress. Now that you have reflected on your journey and identified your strengths and areas for improvement, it's time to set new goals. Consider your current level of English listening skills and think about what areas you still want to improve. Remember to set realistic and achievable goals that align with your overall learning journey. To achieve these goals, it's essential to develop a learning plan. A learning plan should include specific strategies, resources, and timelines to guide your learning process. Take the time to create your own learning plan for improving your English listening skills. This will provide you with a clear roadmap to follow and keep you focused on your goals. Finally, maintaining motivation and perseverance can be challenging throughout your learning journey. There will be times when you feel discouraged or unmotivated. However, there are strategies you can employ to stay motivated. Seek support from peers, find enjoyment in the learning process, and remember that progress takes time and effort. Stay committed to your learning goals, and you will continue to make progress. In conclusion, reflecting on your learning journey is a powerful tool for self-assessment and motivation. By recognizing your milestones, reflecting on challenges, and celebrating personal growth, you can set new goals and develop a learning plan to improve your English listening skills. Stay motivated and persevere through challenges, and you will undoubtedly see progress in your journey.
Thank you for being part of this week's podcast with Maestro Sersea, where English learners worldwide learn American English. I will return with another educational podcast for American English learners in about a week. Until then, if you'd like to access my weekly newsletter and other educational offerings, feel free to visit www.sersea.com. That's www.sersea.com. Thank you. See you soon.